Hello, my name is Jeremy Gates. I'm your web developer. Today I'm just going to take you through some of the functionality of Agile CRM, which is the CRM we have been slowly weaving into the background of your website, and just explain some of its core functionality, why we've done it, and how it integrates with both the membership and your communication forms with your live website currently. So firstly, this is the logged in section for the administrator for FinalACATA. This is just basically a snapshot of what's happening across the CRM. You can see there's some events, some activities against the site, and also just some tasks here, which will make sense in a few more moments. One of the key value propositions of the CRM, and the reason why we've deployed it, is that through the campaigns functionality, we have the opportunity to automate internal business processes. So campaigns is really interchangeable with automation, and an example of that is with the application process. The application form is submitted now, and it's checked to see if a tag of professional has been applied against it. If yes, it moves into the professional application stage of a deal. This will make sense in a moment. If not, it's moved into the student application stage of a deal. What does that mean? If we click on deals, we can see that within deals there are business process stages or milestones, and what the CRM is currently doing is taking the submission, checking to see if professional tag is applied. If it is, it automatically moves it into this stage of the milestone, and if not, it'll move it into this applicant stage of the milestone process. You see to the right we have more info needed, approved and declined, and against the simple process of dragging and dropping the client information from one stage to the next, it will trigger automations within the CRM. An automation can include an email or the generation of a task or an event, such as call that person. If you want to, you can also configure the system to send SMSs as a reminder, though that is a paid service. At the moment, this is a free account. The practical application of this, aside from being able to build business rules that can be automated, meaning that Nirel and Anna one day will be able to take a holiday very soon, I promise. The benefit of this is simply that as much data as possible that is submitted against forms in the site or the membership portal will be tracked within the CRM. So let's have a look at the account that I've set up for myself. You can see here that there are tasks that are associated to me, but more importantly on the left here is a complete timeline of activity and interaction that I've had with the website, the membership portal, and FinalACATA as administrators of this CRM. All my contact details are here on the left hand side, nice and easy to use. Clicking on any of this will either automatically trigger Skype if you have Skype installed, otherwise it will trigger an email. Now there are a number of options in terms of emails. You can either auto-populate using a template such as this, and it will just pull in personal details as applied against the CRM. Otherwise, you can start from scratch, and you have the option of either tracking the event, or if there is personal interaction, then you would unclick enable tracking, and the email would not appear in that client timeline. Okay, so while this is all kind of techno bamboozling at this stage, I'd just like to contextualize it in with a real example. This is the contact form. It's a sample. It's exactly the same as on the live site, but just for this example we're going to be using it here. if I fill out my details that match the CRM, let's just put a file in there as well. Yellow birds are go. Okay. If I submit this form, I'm logged into both the administration portal email for ACATA, so I'll receive a notification to that email address, but more importantly, as soon as the submission is made, the information will be passed to the CRM, and I'll just refresh this. Okay, so this is the submission, and that supporting document is sent as a file that I can click and access from within the CRM, like so. Now what I haven't done, and I can see I've made that mistake, is you can see that the contact messages have come across, but the URL to that file hasn't come across into the custom information. So that's just I've actually just changed the name of the form label, and that's the reason why that's not turning up. However, supporting documentation will be listed here on the left-hand side as a custom field, and will simply add on the left as it is submitted. So the actual files are stored on the website, the ACATA website, but they can be accessible simply by clicking, in a similar fashion to how if we click this this email, it will bring up details of that that submission. Okay, so if we go back to the dashboard, this is the most recent submission. It's coming under the tasks. Obviously, normally there would be different contact details, but we can click on that, and it will oh no, sorry, you have to click on this one, sorry. Click on that one, and it'll bring up a list of all the activities, and you can see for this activity that we need to follow up to Jeremy Gates, and for some reason this task isn't associated with that person. I'll look into that. As there are no deals against Jeremy Gates yet, we won't get any information there. Okay, so what I'll just do now is just show you how some of the configuration can work in the background. So for emails already synced with Gmail, you've got options for notifications to see when you receive notifications to your email. Within the administration settings, you can add as many custom fields as you like, and as I said before, supporting data, we'll call it, say, it's just a text area. Make it 5 rows. Okay. So now when we submit a form, and I'll just have to create a new preview. Go into the form settings within Agile. We can add another custom field. at supporting docs. We'll call it documentation. Just for a bit of fun, we'll add a tag as well. Doc submission. Okay, on the submission URL, we'll just make it the entry URL, so a link to the data directly. So within the notes, we'll get a link to the full submission, and within the custom field information of the form, and within the CRM, we'll get a link to the files themselves. So again, just all the information about me, final test, here are tops and handsome. Upload file, make it a different file, submit. The reason I wanted to show you this little bit of additional customization is just to show how quickly and easily it can be configured. So now if we go into contacts, we have a look, we added the tag as an update to that new form. Over here, new message. So each of the messages that we've done through the tests are present, visible in this timeline as well. And here's a link to that documentation directly within the notes against the submission. To access from the activity stream, which is on the front page. Okay, so click on that. Within the notes, we've got a link to the full submission, which you click on. Okay, and this is where you'll also have a list of supporting docs. So two ways to access the documentation, both fine, both equally effective. And just a side note, this is obviously just put together for a test to show you guys, but the supporting documentation for the members will be able to have multiple files uploaded at the same time. So I think that covers everything that I was hoping for you to be aware of. As you can see, it's a very flexible and powerful system. The configuration is very close to being finalized, and after a short amount of training, Nirel and Anna will be able to use it, and ideally be able to set up systems so that they can free their activity against ACATA into different areas. Okay, the end.